Want to show some photos of mine?
Yes. Here, you get on this side.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Belal Khaled is in the building, everybody. Famous photojournalist extraordinaire. I am going to fix the microphone real quick. And we're gonna talk about your experiences. Please no buzz again. I'm gonna make sure that there's no buzz this time, okay? Actually, I'm kidding. I'm gonna make sure that there's extra buzz. Okay. Noise gate is deactivated. Is there a big buzz, chat? Are you seeing a big buzz? Are you hearing a big buzz? Wait, also, you want to speak into the microphone real quick, or like speak in general so I can get the audio levels?
Test mic. Assalamu alaikum, everyone.
Yeah, you can yell a little bit more as well.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. All right.
Alhamdulillah.
Do you have a compression? Your Arabic pronunciation is so Turkish law. I know, isn't it? It's bad. But he speaks Turkish. My man speaks Turkish.
Evet, biraz Türkçe konuşuyor.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Thank you.
Belal's the man. He is. Hold on, I'm gonna butcher this when I say this. Ghazawi.
Ghazawi, exactly.
Ghazawi.
Yeah.
You're born and raised in Gaza.
Yeah.
And he is a famous photojournalist. Worked for Al Jazeera. Worked for you did Anadolu Ajans too.
Yeah, I used to work for Anadolu Ajans since 2013, and I used also to cover the genocide for Anadolu Agency, AFP, and multi agencies also.
Yeah.
And I worked for TRT Arabi, also TRT.
Wow, TRT, the Turkish state broadcaster as well. Yeah, he's a legend. I'm honored to have you here. Thank you for everything you've done, and also thank you for coming on the broadcast. I brought you on today because, one of the reasons why I brought you on is because I wanted to see if we could potentially go and see the Palestinian complex that exists here in Gaza. In Qatar, in Doha, where a lot of people that have left Gaza, have escaped Gaza, have found a home here, found shelter here, and then they're getting hospital treatment here. And then I wanted you to maybe speak on the conditions and your personal experiences as being a photojournalist who escaped Gaza as well.
Mm-hmm. So first of all, I want to just clear a point. No one left Gaza, no one escaped from Gaza with his choice, actually.
Yeah.
We found ourselves, all of the people, they don't have the luxury of the choices, because if you stayed there, you're gonna die. If you also left Gaza, also your soul it's gonna die, because you took it from the body. Our body, it's the homeland. Our body, it's the land where we grow up. I raised up in a refugee camp, in Khan Yunis refugee camp. All of my childhood, all of memories, all of my friends, they killed at that area. They erased that area. They bombed my house. They erased everything there. So we found ourselves in a point you cannot choose. Like, I should go or I should stay. But for we forced to leave Gaza. For me, my brother got injured, so I should stay with him, because I'm the only brother for him, and my father, he cannot leave Gaza for some reasons. So I left Gaza with my mom, and my father, he's still, until now, he's still in Khan Yunis, he's still in Gaza. The people also who got injured, if they still there, all of them, maybe they gonna lose their life. They're gonna lose another part of their body. Some of them, he lose one, and alhamdulillah, he survived and he go out. They saved the other leg or other hand. Most of the cases like this. And now if you ask them, if they open the border before October 7, could you go? You want to go back to Gaza? Absolutely, all the answers, it's gonna be yes, because they know, even in the war, we was living together, we was living next to each other. We evacuate together, we eat together, we cry together, we laugh together. So here outside, even if you are alhamdulillah, we are here in Qatar. Qatar, it's the best place for the Palestinian outside, and the Qatari government, they paid for education, for treatment for them. They give them like nice houses. They keep them secure all the time, alhamdulillah. But even though no one like the homeland, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone wants to, of course, return eventually. And yeah, that's been made endlessly difficult by the way that Israel and America has designed the situation. While the rest of the world is under the assumption that there's a ceasefire going on. Do you want to talk about that a little bit as well?
Actually, it's a big lie. This ceasefire, they do it like just to take a picture and just to go and say like USA and Israel, it's finally they are like calling for the peace and they do the ceasefire. Since the ceasefire is starting, each day we have attack against Gaza. Each day we have a people killed in Gaza. Each day we have people suffering from like closing the border. They didn't open the border as the agreement say. We don't live like the same numbers of killed in before the ceasefire, but until now, if they killed like 1 or 2 or 10, they break the agreement, and this is a big lie. Also, they didn't allow to the people to return to their destroyed houses like Rafah. Rafah now it's very empty. And after the agreement, the agreement said the people they should go to that area after the agreement. And until now, no one can go to Rafah there. All of that, 2 days ago, they killed like 30 person in 1 day. Most of them, they are children, they are civilians. And if each day they like shoot the people, they attack them by airstrike, they keep the even the rebuilding. They didn't allow to the materials, they didn't allow to the machines, they didn't allow to people to rebuild their houses. So people now still suffering in this cold weather. More than 15 kids, they dying from the cold. We are living in the year of. We didn't hear about like somebody who died from starvation, somebody who died from the cold. But in Gaza there is, and the people they are saw it, and the people they are know that there is a kids who are freezing until the death. But nobody can enter like a blanket. No one can like make him warm. No one can save him because it's order from US. It's order from Israel and. All of the world they are scared like to say no or to say why you do this for them.
Yeah, I do feel like the entire design of the so-called ceasefire, the fake ceasefire, was specifically so that they would respond not necessarily to the pushback that they were receiving from the resistance front, but instead to silence the protests that were taking place in the Western world, because it had gotten to a point where it was completely untenable. And you saw European leaders come out and offer a tepid response, too little, too late. And it was definitely a day late and a dollar short. It was a response that was, conditional recognition of statehood, things that are objectively offensive on its face when you consider it. Having said that, that was enough for I think Trump to also recalculate how much he was allowing Israel to continue punishing Gaza, to continue killing Palestinians, and that's the reason why they implemented the ceasefire,
exactly.
A fake ceasefire,
exactly,
so that we here in the West would stop paying attention to it and move on to other things.
Yeah, and unfortunately they success a little bit to like make the movement smaller than before, because most of the people now they say the Rafah border it's opening yesterday, but unfortunately 5 people they go out from Gaza, just 5 injured people they let them go out from Gaza, and 12 people they let them go to enter to Gaza. And when you hear the woman who entered to Gaza, they said like they arrest us, and all of the women they arrest them, they took them by the bus to an Israeli checkpoint. They sit for investigation there. They ask them a lot of questions. They took money from them. They took their phones. They didn't allow them to carry even the food. They didn't allow them to carry even like a blanket. They told them like just a small bag and just $600. That's it. You cannot like enter more than $600. But if they save the money and they want to bring it to their families they didn't have income like since that 2 or 3 years. So this is, yeah, it's like everything is engineering by US and Israel, like to make to make Gaza empty, but in another way, by the increasing the number of who going back. And the condition is when they open, there is another condition: no one left Gaza before October 7 have a right to return. So this is a new Nakba. It's like when happened in 1948, the Palestinian people who live in US, who live in Chile, in Europe, they didn't have their right to go back. And now we are like from the second Nakba, when they said no one left Gaza before October 7 have the right to come back. So this is a new plan for like making the people, like pushing the people to go out of Gaza. They didn't success by the forces, they didn't success to do it by the airstrike, by killing, by starvation, because all of us we saw how many people they are killed during this genocide. It's just for like to push them leave Gaza, and they kept the Rafah border at the beginning of the war open just to make the people go out. And no, يعني the most of the people they stay on their land.
Yeah, and there's endless punishment for the people that stayed, and they pushed everyone out of the Rafah crossing to the best of their ability, and now they're not even letting people come back into the Gaza Strip, and they're limiting people. You're saying that left before October 7, they're not even allowed to come back into the Gaza Strip. All of this is, of course, illegal. What do you, as a Palestinian from Gaza, feel about the international rule-based order?
Well, what should I say? Like now, the Palestinians, they don't believe of anything actually, because during like 2 years of killing, 2 years of like suffering, we heard like the international court they announced like Netanyahu is like a criminal and they want him to, but no one can arrest him. No one can do this. The law he flies everywhere.
From America.
Exactly. Yeah. Even though like the people most of the country they still have like the relations between Israel and between this. And for me as a journalist also, the relations between like the journalism organization in Israel, that you know in this genocide there is like 260 journalists killed by the IDF. In the opposite, we saw like the Israeli journalism, they do the reports with the guns, they carry the guns, and they do like the report in the front of the camera. No one outside, or they said like, oh, he's like a criminal, he cannot do this, he should be like a journalist. But when Anas al-Sharif killed, oh, Anas al-Sharif, maybe he's working with Hamas. Hasan al-Slayh, maybe he's working with Yahya Sinwar. They creating lies just to give like the Israel excused. But the picture is clear, it's very clear. But because this is Israel and this is Palestine.
By the same standard applied to Palestinian reporters that were killed, the post-mortem analysis saying that they are criminals because of their affiliations, even if the affiliations are just like, oh, you've taken a photo one time with Yahya Sinwar or someone like that. If that was applied to Israel evenly, it would justify the execution of every single Israeli journalist, because every single Israeli journalist has participated in the Israeli occupational forces at some point, because there's mandatory conscription. And not only that, but like you also pointed out, they still are embedded with armed troops when they go into Gaza. Not only are the journalists embedded with armed troops, but they themselves are armed also when they're doing their coverage. Not only are they IDF veterans, sometimes they're directly embedded with IDF units. So they're they are directly connected to the Israeli occupational forces, and yet even when there is no real connection, to any of these groups that Israel has declared to be terrorist groups, which once again, many of these groups are also acting out the internationally allowed legal right to militarily resist against illegal occupation, what Israel is doing is illegal in this situation, they will say this is reason enough for their execution. It's completely unjustifiable.
Even the civilians, they arming them in the West Bank. You see, like they push the civilians, they give them the guns. Meaning fear, they like distribution the guns as it's food. They give it like he said.
You're
we
saying
should
the settlers.
like, the settlers. He said like we should like give the guns for all the settlers, and now they attacking like, the Palestinian houses in like West Bank. If we said like in Gaza they're October 7 and there is excuse for them, let's say, but what about West Bank? What about before October 7? So this is for the people who said like Gaza they starting this, Gaza they doing this, Gaza they starting the attacking them. No, we are under occupation. They attack us every day, like not since 1948, before 1948, and no one care about us.
Yeah. Well, how do you feel about the change in attitude that I'm sure you've also experienced as well in the Western world, as far as Palestinian advocacy, as far as the awareness? Because I remember like 10 years ago, the calls were for any recognition whatsoever for Palestinians, whereas now I think there's been a dramatic sea change, where in the Western world even there are plenty of young people who are completely aware of it. And I feel like a decade ago, you would get punished endlessly in the Western world for even saying Free Palestine. Either people didn't know what it was, or those who did know what it was immediately were like, you're an anti-Semite, you can't speak on this issue at all, and you would get deplatformed. Now that attitude is changing. Does that give you any hope?
Yeah, for sure, yeah. Now we became, the people, the world became more awareness about what's happening in Gaza. And this is one of, like, the huge bill that we paid it in Gaza. We paid like thousands of souls that killed, and it's very huge cost. But we hope it's not be for nothing. We
it's
hope
not in
like
vain.
exactly
Yeah.
just to change the world for better, just to make the world know the truth. Even if like the governments, they are like controlled by US, by Israel, and they cannot say it, but the real people, the freedoms people who protesting, who like boycotting, who going in the universities, who do any actions like to support Palestine, they became awareness about what's happening there. Now, like the Holocaust propaganda, it's vanished, and even also the anti-Semitism. Now the people, they have like a courage to say like free Palestine, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free, because they know the real story. Before social media, and this is like another point, before the social media, there was all of the Israeli and the Zionist propaganda. They was feeding the people through their media, because all of it's controlled by US and them. But now in the social media, they cannot do this. We saw like many of influencers like you, Hasan, who like spending like hours, spending their lives just to tell the people the truth. And maybe you can like hating speech, you reach a hating speech through your social media from like the Zionists, or like another people, they lose their jobs in Google and Microsoft because they talking about Palestine, or because they are supporting Palestine. But they didn't stop them. They continue, because you didn't have anything to lose when you see like the people, they losing their lives there just to deliver the truth for you, like the journalists. So this is make you like, I'm gonna lose my job, I'm gonna lose like some hundreds of books. So no, it's not like this. You keeping your movement because you know the people, they need justice, and you are like one reasons of the change.
No, absolutely. I think that's something that I stress to my audience as well, which is like, there's real fear when you go out and you protest and you get arrested. There's real fear about getting deplatformed, losing your job. But all of that is I think inconsequential in comparison to the atrocities that are unfolding that we have to let other people know about, and to demand change over. This is why, like, I sometimes bring it up, but only when asked about viewership numbers or whatever, when like people left my community in the aftermath of October 7 because of my advocacy, I always stress that this is not that is nothing in comparison to the overall goal of engaging in steadfast advocacy for the Palestinians, so that their deaths are not in vain. So I hope people understand that, and I hope people keep pushing that as well, regardless of what the penalties are. But we'll move into something a little bit more fun right here. I want to show you some. I want to show you someone. Do you know I Show Speed? Are you familiar with this guy?
I heard about the Speed, that guy who making like a video on TikTok or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, let's take a look at this.
Israel! Free Palestine, man.
This is a goat, bro.
Where you from?
Me, I'm from Palestine.
You from
Palestine?
You from Palestine?
Yeah.
Yo, hey, y'all just build up the free Palestinians in the chat. But what's going on? What's going on in Palestine?
Oh my God! From Israel. Israel. Hi.
Israel?
Yes.
Free the Palestine?
No.
You know what? No.
They didn't accept like anyone who said
Sorry,
like
no.
free Palestine. They don't want to Palestine to live free. They want to Palestinians like animals, to deal with them like animals there, to put them in a big cage, and that's it. They didn't even accept like to someone who said like free Palestine. He didn't send like, oh, death to the Israel, or death to the IDF, or death to the Zionist. He said like just free Palestine.
Yeah.
But they didn't accept because they know the real thing. If Palestine will be free, there is no Israel. No, Israel is not exist before.
Yeah.
What do you mean, no?
We don't want to buy beach.
No, what, bitch? What? Don't play with me.
The beach is my love. I love him. Sorry, I'm very sorry. I'm not.
Hold on, wait. Where are you from?
I'm from Israel.
Oh, you from Israel? Hey, free Palestine, bitch!
No, free Palestine. What are you saying?
What do you mean? What are you saying?
Bro, what do you mean by free Palestine? You know,
Nah,
Where you from?
I'm from Palestine.
Are you from Free you!
I know, free Palestine.
Free you! Free your daddy! Free your mama!
I'm watching your stream.
Free you, man!
Wow.
Free you, dog!
He's so funny, but he's
And
so
he's been doing
brave.
this for
Yeah.
years too. That's why I love him. This is like
I'm sure he cannot do this before October 7.
No.
and
He's
before
been
what-
doing this before October 7. These are all
okay.
from before October 7. I don't even know what happened. I mean, this is a guy from Ohio. Okay, here he's like 17 years old or 18 years old or something. But somewhere along the way, someone close to him must have like explained to him the situation. So he's been consistently advocating for it like nonstop. You know, he's had run-ins with people like over and over again. This is all before October 7th though. Where he's just
That's good.
he loves Cristiano Ronaldo
You're best.
and he wants to free Palestine.
Wow.
Yeah. And I mean, he is one of the largest, if not the largest, content creator on the planet right now too.
I
So
saw,
like
I saw
it's
him
pretty
before.
huge.
Yes.
But it's interesting because like it's like I never in my whole life would have expected, you know, people to engage in steadfast advocacy like that for many years. But I just wanted to show you that, you know, just to change the pace a little bit, because we do. I mean, we're talking about horrible atrocities, but you are at least from my immediate reaction, you're a very humorous person. You're a very funny guy. You are.
Thank you for
Yeah.
that.
You're a very sociable guy too. I brought him to the web summit, and he was the talk of the town. Everyone was coming up to him like, "Oh my God, Belal, you're the man."
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Habib.
Yeah,
Thank
you were, and part of that is, of course, your work as well, your bravery in your work as a photojournalist, showing the world what took place. You wanted to show some of your work, right? If we want, is it on? Should we look at your Instagram?
Yeah, you can on Instagram.
Is that also? I want to
fine.
make sure that it's not a terms of service violation, though. Because unfortunately, if there's blood, I can't show it on Twitter or on Twitch.
Okay.
I'll get banned. So some of this I won't be able to show. But I urge you guys to go and
This one.
yeah. I urge you guys to go and check Belal's work out as well. It's
I'm sure
Belal
most of the people
KH.
they saw my photos, but they
Yeah.
didn't know like who taking these photos
Yeah.
because I really said like the heroes. He's not the photographer. The people who's in the photographer, they are the heroes. I'm person who didn't like to show in some photos. I always love to stay behind the camera, not in front of the camera.
Yeah. Well, you got talent in front of the camera too. You're like I say, you're very funny and very charismatic guy.
Thank you.
You're being reserved. He's modest. He's too modest. He's too humble. Okay.
Thank you.
That's
Habibi,
what it is.
Jazakallah
Oh,
khair.
also,
Thank
hold
you.
on. I got something for you too. This is a photo you took of Wael Al Dadu. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, this is Well Dahdouh. We used like to live together in Nasser Hospital during the genocide there, and he's like my father in outside here in Doha, especially. He teach us a lot about like how to be a real journalist, and also even what happened for you, you need like to keep your message delivered for people. When he like bury her family, and after an hour he stand in front of the camera and kept his working, continue the coverage. We know this is like we should do it for all the journalists. They should do that should be in the same way, because if we let them beat us, the message will not deliver to the people, and they're gonna win, and they're gonna erase all of the people if they destroyed our voices, if they destroyed our lenses to not showing the truth.
Yeah.
Let's get some another photos that we can also
This is beautiful
about.
too.
Yeah,
Because I think you
because
also
this-
show, like, in spite of everything that's going on, you also show a different side as well that is oftentimes overlooked as well. Because, like, the humanity of Palestinians, I think.
Yeah, so the thing is, I want to show you also, maybe you didn't know this, the another side of me. You can open this post.
This one?
Yeah. So the second half of my personality, I'm an artist also. So this is my mural. I'm doing when I did the mural in Gaza 2021 after the war there, and I do a big mural. This one.
Wait, what is this? What is this called again? Teshib?
It's
We say in Turkish. Well, I mean it's an Arabic word, but is it teshib?
No, not tazhib. Tazhib, it's like when they're using the gold like to making the patterns, the Islamic pattern. But this is Arabic calligraphy. Yani Arab Chahat in Turkish they called it.
Yeah.
So you can pass, like you can see like multi of my murals. This one in Sudan also. I was traveling around the world just to paint on like in that area who have like refugees, who have people suffering from starvation. I went to Somalia, I went to Sudan, in Zimbabwe also.
Wow.
Yeah, I was always focusing about the people who suffering around the world, because I'm a refugee. I used to live in Gaza as a refugee because I'm original from a village called Karatiya. When the occupation come, they fired our grandfather, our family to Gaza. So we are a refugee. This one in Belgium also. And when I was drawing there, the Belgians who didn't know like the Arabic, they said, oh, amazing. They didn't understand it, but they fall in love in Arabic calligraphy. So that was like, this is a huge building it was in Lebanon also.
Damn, how long does it take for you to paint this?
No, it's nothing, 4 days.
God damn.
Yeah.
That's that's huge.
Yeah.
And it's so complex too.
Yeah, and the sad part actually, when I review like the photos, an example, when I did the mural in Lebanon, there was a friend of mine, his name Nidal Luhed. He's missing since October 7 now, and no one know about him. The Israel, they killed him or they arrest him. They didn't. The second one, when I painted Rujd al-Sarraj, he was with us in that mural. Hamza Dahdouh, even the Israel, they killed them. So even our memories also, the joyful moments, also they they destroyed it, and it's became like a very sadness. So going back to this, I always using my art, my photography, just to send a messages like to the world, and I was focusing about the humanity, about the people who are like living in struggles, about the people who are living in a conflict area. I cover the war in Syria, I cover the war in Lebanon, I cover Armenia, Azerbaijan. Also, I went there in Zimbabwe, a lot of conflicts area. And why I do this through an art, through other, because I believe like the humanity, it's matter. The humanity, it deserve like to spend your time, to spend your everything, like to deliver a voice of one people who are suffering in area, because maybe you can help them through these tools, through the podcast, through like the art, through like the journalists.
Yeah, and that everyone is I mean, no one is free until everyone is free.
Exactly.
And that a lot of people are suffering all around the world in very similar ways, and oftentimes I feel like it's very hard to hear their voices, because these powerful institutions, these governments that are engaging in these atrocities, don't want there to ever be a recognition. Which one do you want me to click on? This one?
We can go down. Go down.
They don't want there to be recognition of the humanity of the
This one?
Palestinians. This one?
Yeah, open this one. So look at this one, yani, and when you look at this picture, you think a lot like, what is the material of these people? How like they are creating from what, when they like doing the birthday on their rebels, they want like to continue their lives. They are standing on even all of their what they saw, like this guy who he got engaged like 3 weeks before they destroyed his houses, and now he's celebrating with his fiance and his family on his birthday above his rebels. This picture, it was in 2019, during like a normal days. Even the bombing, the airstrike, it was happening before October 7th.
Of course.
But no one was hearing us before. The thing is like people start hearing about what's happening in Gaza after October 7 more before. So this one is like one of my favorite photos that I took it, and this is because I saw myself, I saw the Palestinian in this. We are creating for life. We love to live in free places. We love to live like a normal and in peaceful places, like anybody in the world. This is just like a simple rights for the Palestinian, and the world, they don't want to give it to us.
Yeah. Israel. I mean, that's why Palestinians always say like our existence is resistance, where the occupation's goal is to obviously rid the land of the indigenous population of the Palestinians. So anyone that exists in spite of that, which requires tremendous bravery, when that shouldn't be the case at all, is basically causing a deep shame on the occupation in general.
Go down. I want to also to talk about some stories that I took it. Maybe down. This is the people who live in Al Tumama complex, the one that you want to visit it. So this is the injured people who live in Al Tumama complex. More than thousands families, they live there.
Yeah.
Most of them like who are lost one of their parts. So this is Eid al-Fitr prayers, and yani after Eid, they praying namaz at that moment.
Yeah.
So you can scroll also the photos and show like.
So this is actually one of the like, from our perspective in the Western world, we look at numbers to understand the totality of the cruelty. But I think this also gets lost in those numbers, because there's a lot of back and forth about what the number of total dead is. Israel has only recently actually recognized the Palestinian Health Ministry's numbers as a official confirmation, which of course means that the true death count is most likely infinitely higher than that. And having said that, the consideration for the wounded is not even brought up in this conversation when this back and forth is happening on whether or not the Palestinian Health Ministry's numbers are accurate or not. But there's a deliberate wounding in the way that Israel engages in these sort of strikes, or even with sniper fire as well, right? That's so many of the Palestinian.
I wish
youth.
you one day you can come and visit there and hear like the stories from the people who who was there. Not each floor, not each building, each flat, they have like a very complicated disaster, and they have like a multi also the different disaster. You can see like, look at this guy, how he got injured. He lost one leg, and the other leg like he lost like one of his toes also.
It's a beautiful photo.
It's beautiful, but it's also carrying a lot of painfuls.
Is there this might be too tough of a question to ask, but is there a feeling of almost guilt of survival?
Of course.
Because this is something that I've
Yeah, I remember I cried just twice in the genocide. The first when I lost my friend Hamza Dahdouh, and the second when I take the airplane from Al Arish and fly to Doha, and I was hearing the bombing through that side, and I felt that I'm in a safe place. I saw the black smoke raise from Rafah city, and I see the people, they are dying there, and I'm out that moment. So I cannot handle this, and I ask myself like, why I should survive and the people why I'm selfish. Is it like it's a guilt like to do this? But if I want to return, who should be like with my brother? If I bring my brother with me, maybe he will lose his life also. So it's very complicated. As I told you from the beginning, we don't have a luxury of choices. You cannot like sit and I can stay because this is the benefits, or this is like I can be like in safe area, or like I should live. No, in both you are like losing your souls. Physically in Gaza, you're gonna die there, and outside of Gaza, your soul, it's gonna be off. You don't have like, alhamdulillah, I win like a lot of global awards after the genocide, and I was invited from like Latin America to London to Europe to here Qatar, in like a big, very very big events, stayed like in 5-star 7-star hotels. But for me, I don't have a passion for this. I go there like without anything, always my brain thinking about my father, about my family who's still there in Gaza, about the people who are carrying, because I went to London to show the people who are dying in Gaza, who are suffering in Gaza. I had an exhibition called Hands Tell a Story. So I'm standing in front like the victims, and I know that they are still suffering, and I'm here. So what's the joyful in this moment? So that's why like we don't have any passion outside of Gaza. We still have a hope. One day we're gonna return, inshallah.
Yeah, inshallah. All right. What are some the other photos that you wanted to show me?
Go down.
This is from back when you were these are photos that you took because you left Gaza in last year, right?
Yes, 2024.
Yeah.
So we can also talk about this. So this mural, it's called the Dreams. I wrote like Ahlam, It's meaning dreams in English, and I did it during the genocide when we was moving from Khan Yunis to Rafah. I felt like I need like to recharge my soul. So I always like when I want to do this, I go through art. And at that moment, the genocide was still happening. Like there was no ceasefire or something. So I took my paints and I was looking around the destroyed city in Rafah, and I found this wall. I bring the kids from the area and we wrote like the dreams. And why I do this? Because I sit with the kids there and I always like asking them, what's your dreams, what do you want? And all of them, the first answer was like, we want this war finished, we want to return to our schools, we want to stay safe, we want to so this one, we draw it in a house that the dream is vanish from it also, because 10 people, around 10 people was killing in this airstrike in this house. So we're talking about the dreams that vanish and the dreams that also carry it with the kids that who like painting with me. So you scroll, you can see the faces of children, how they are very happy also, and they was very excited to do something, yeah, like entertainment through this.
Yeah. It's just, I mean, it's impossible for me to comprehend what it's like. But you're older than a lot of these kids. Do you feel like their development is going to be dramatically different than yours? I mean, obviously, there's always been incursions in the past, sieges upon Gaza, bombing campaigns and whatnot. But the intensity of this last this genocide. Since October 7, do you feel like this is permanently altered the way that the next generation of Palestinians are going to be existing?
So during the genocide, we can see like the child, they are doing what the old men doing. They carrying like the water. They standing to getting the foods. They carrying like blankets, when they evacuate, they walk for like 10 kilometers to evacuate from like northern to southern of Gaza. They help their family to build the tent. They making laundry on their hands. And I'm talking about the kids, their age, it's between like 8 years to 15 years. These kids, they are growing very early, because of what they saw during this genocide. And unfortunately, we didn't see the same thing. It's nothing happened to Palestinians like what happening after October 7. So what they saw in this, I'm sure, how's their mentality. Of course, it will affect on their education. Now, 2 years they didn't go to the schools now, so they didn't get educations. Even like for the mentality, how about their dreams? They like kept like hearing the drones on their heads, the nightmares, that the screaming. Most of them, they like, of course they go past through any attack. So always they hearing the screaming, the first moment of bombing. Some of them, they bring them under the rubbles, so they will start remaining. How's the situation was when they bring them to when they bring them to the hospital, fully of blood, fully of dust. So I'm sure it's very difficult for them. But when they grow up, there is one thing they gonna like believe it, like, this has happened to us just because we are calling for our right, just for we want to live in our land, in our peace. So it's one reason for them, like, to make them catching with this hope, because all of the Zionists, they was saying the grandfathers die, the son will forget. This is from Nakba,
Yeah.
in 1948. but we are here. The sons, they didn't forget. The sons, they became more like strong. The sons, they became more like catching with this rise, fighting in any way through their education, through their like entertainment, through their dabka, maqluba, anything they fighting. We fight through art, we fight through the journalist. Anyone who have a tools there, he can fight with it.
And that's why Israel treats journalists, artists with the same severity as what they consider to be an enemy combatant.
Not just the artist and the journalist, even the people who help the people in Gaza to stay alive or to stay stand. The people who making the food, the people who distribution waters, the people who working in the medical street like doctors, and the people who are planting. I remember they killed like one of an planting engineer. They killed them because he going viral in Gaza because he teaching the people how they plant next to their tents and get some like vegetables or some fruits. They killed like the clown because he was doing some entertainment for like the kids there. They killed anything or any reasons of hopes in Gaza.
Yeah, no, I know he that's what's so crazy about the internet is that I mean, this is obviously something that you've experienced personally, but for us outside, it's something that is it's something that's so strange to encounter, because like I talk to people that are still in Gaza right now. There's Yusuf and his brother that you know, do Instagram posts and things like that. Another friend of mine, Omar, he was able to come to America and go to school here now. And what's interesting is you brought up Meadow, who was putting plants together and making TikTok videos and Instagram videos about, like, you know, his day to day. And when that first happened, we found out through some of his friends that he was actually a part of this community. And that's such a I'm explaining this to the people that are watching, that like these are real people. They play Valorant, right? They play video games. They're very tapped in on the internet. When I was talking to Yusuf, he was bringing up, rest in peace to Meadow. But it's a really strange phenomena, because like we are so in the past. Things that were happening over here, things that were happening over there in Gaza, we were far removed from that. But I think one of the things that social media has done is to show the humanity of all of the victims of Israel's atrocities, and that has made it, I guess, more politically costly for the first time ever for Israel. And that's precisely what they've tried to stop to the best of their ability, by punishing people who bravely do carry on their day-to-day lives.
So I hope that the world, like, they didn't count the victims in Gaza as a numbers, and they remember them, their names, their lives. As you said, like Mido, he had like a dreams, he had a lives, he had everything, and like him, there is like 100,000.
Yeah. Is there anything else you want to show me?
There is a lot, like we don't have much of time to talk, because each photos it's have like a lot of stories, but people can visit my Instagram, and actually unfortunately I'm shadow banned there. My post and my photos, it cannot reach to the even to my followers. And if you search Belal KH, you will find my photos there. You can read the stories about the people there.
What do you think we can do more, especially now when there's an environment of suppression and mass censorship? What do you think people in the West can do to offer aid?
I think we need like to push more of like for the government, for like through media, through like the political, through the diplomatic lines. Each one he have like his way. if I'm a student, I should tell my colleagues in the school or in the university.
Organize.
If I tell them just one story about a girl or a kid who lost his life in Gaza, that's I do something. If we talk in a post, if we did like exhibition, a screening for a film, telling, we need like to do more, not just protesting. Protesting of course matter, but now we need like something to help like to rebuild the souls of Gazans people, to open the ways. Anyone who have a chance like to get to hire some people from Gaza, I'm sure like there is like a lot of creative people, and Gazans people, they are very creative. They know how to make anything from the scratch, as you saw. So anyone who have a chance, they can hire people like through like graphic design, web design, anything that he can work online, because it's really, they need like, we need to stand with them. We need to stand to each other. Also, we need to keep continue talking about the crimes that's happening, especially after the ceasefire, because the people, they slept after like the ceasefire. They thought like the war is done. We need to remind them of how many crimes they do it each day, how many people they killed them in each day. And when they say like we opened the Rafah boarding, we need to show the facts of what's the opening, what's happening in real. We need to show they just allow to 5 people, to 5 injured people to let out of Gaza. So people, they will become more awareness about their lives.
Yeah. This is ongoing as well. What do you think the final goal of Israel is, if you care to elaborate on that?
The final goal, Benjamin Netanyahu, he carry it and he show it to the media. Not just Palestine. He will occupy Palestine, Jordan, Syria, until Saudi Arabia, and a lot part of Egypt. It's not hidden. They say it like clearly.
Greater Israel.
Yeah, great of Israel. So this is the goal of Israel. And after this, they wanna go like a virus. They wanna occupy all the world, because this is the mentality of Zionist.
Yeah.
If you steal like a house, you're gonna steal a village, then you're gonna steal like a town. It's easy for you because you are a thief, and that's like the mentality of Israel.
Yeah. I think America lets it happen because it's in line with its agenda as well. It keeps all of the other countries in check as well in the region, and they are seemingly powerless to do anything. And they are also constantly in a state of instability as well, because a united pan-Arabic movement would present a real danger not only to Israel, but even more importantly than Israel, from the American perspective, the interests of America. Because this is a very oil-rich region. This is a very important resource, and as long as America can keep all of the other countries that could present any sort of resistance against Israel in check, keep them destabilized, keep them destroyed, then they can control the natural flow, and use that as a point of leverage against other adversaries, whether it be China or even in certain instances Russia as well. Anyway, here, let me change up the pace a little bit. I got a gift. Well, I received a gift, and I wanted to share it with you.
Oh, thank you. Take it, Habib, because I have it here in Qatar. This is take it to America.
No. I want to crack it open because I want to eat it, and now you're here, so I can't eat it by myself.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to have some as well. It's a premium dates, from Kinwan. Is that how you say it?
Yes, Qinwan.
Kinwan. I'm not saying it.
Qinwan. It's one. It's a name for the dates also.
Yeah. They do these stuffed dates, and I feel like the chocolate covering is so westernized. I think I had never had a stuffed date before until I came to Qatar. I've had dates many times, of course. For those of you who don't know, you're supposed to start your open your fast. How do you say it in English?
Buyurun.
you end Buyurun. Yeah, here, take one. Which one do you want? Let's see which one you're gonna pick. I want to see what your choice is gonna be.
I'm gonna take this one.
Okay. Was that? It has a fig in it, right?
Exactly, yeah. It's
In
a
the
dry
middle.
fig.
Okay, I'm gonna try one of the chocolate ones. Okay. Oh, break your fast. Oh, damn, that's good. A little bit rosy, but
There is a lot of flavors here.
yeah,
Here is also with pistachio, with also.
yeah. This is good. Amir, you want one?
Yeah, can I have the pistachio one?
Yeah.
I was
There
watching
you
that
go.
stream. I was like, I want the pistachio.
This is good as hell. God damn.
Mm-hmm.
Even the chocolate one's good.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it. Okay, I'm gonna have another one. Here.
Oh, خلاص, thank you. That's enough for
Come on,
me.
come on.
Alhamdulillah, la, alhamdulillah.
Oh,
I have it.
What,
I
you
have it in
watching
my
your-
home. No,
you
no, I have
watching
it
your
in my.
figure? Is that what it is?
No, no, no. I have it in my home, and we always buy
Okay.
stuff.
Damn, that's good as hell. Shouts out to the chatter that gave this to me earlier today. Before I did my speech, someone came up and said, "This is from one of your Qatari Oilers." We call them Oilers. Well, like there's this idea in America that if you speak out against Israel, you're paid for by Qatar. So, damn, this has peanut butter in it.
Afiyat olsun.
Crack me up every time we speak Turkish. It freaks me
Yeah.
out. It's good.
Yes.
You can speak Turkish.
I can, yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, the Turkish, it's similar to Arabic language. It's easy for
There's
the one
some
who
loan
speak
words.
Arabic. Yeah, there is 7,000 words similar between Turkish and Arabic.
Oh, I
So
didn't
it's
know it was
easy.
7,000.
Yeah, no, there is.
You know. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Damn.
So I think I need to go now. Thank you for hosting me, and thank you guys for. They are like 16,000, I think.
Yeah.
How many
there's-
people do they saw?
There's 24,000 on Twitch
24.
and 16,000 on YouTube.
Okay, thank
it's
you
like
guys. Thank
40.
you guys, all of you. I had a lot of messages. You have a lot of fans before I came with you. That like you're gonna show with Hasan. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had no idea who I was beforehand. Okay, don't listen to him. He's lying.
So it's nice, pleasure to meet you, Hasan. Pleasure
Yeah.
to meet you here, and
Are you gonna come to America
Inshallah.
anytime soon?
after Trump gone, inshallah.
Yeah. Inshallah. Inshallah. Yeah.
And maybe the Americans they gonna like come here.
Yeah.
No one knows.
Americans are here already.
No, I mean as the refugees.
Oh.
Like Ukraine or
Yeah.
maybe.
Well,
no,
yeah.
no one knows.
You know, that's actually interesting. This is something that I connect before you leave. I know you're trying to go right now. It's late as hell here, but this is something that I try to connect to Americans as well all the time, because now there's a lot of ICE protests that are happening.
Yes, yeah, I see.
ICE is this immigration force that is, they're masked. They use Israeli surveillance technology. They get trained by Israel, and they have a very similar construct to the way in which the Israeli occupational forces operate as a constant presence in the West Bank. Like constantly bullying people, constantly harassing people, killing them,
Oh, you know.
kidnapping
I saw
them,
the
hurting
pictures.
them. And the resistance that has started in the United States of America, in some ways has reminded me of what I have covered for years and years about Palestinians in general, from the first Intifada all the way to what has evolved into the Palestinian resistance now. And there was a guy. I was in Minneapolis. It was minus 35 degrees, or minus 35 degrees Fahrenheit. So, minus 30
Freezing.
Celsius. It's freezing. It's beyond
Yes.
freezing. Your fingertips start going numb after like 2-3 minutes, even if you have gloves on. And there was this guy who came up to me, and he had a Palestinian flag at the protest, at the anti-ICE protest. And he asked, I felt a little embarrassed to bring this to this protest, because I thought, maybe this is not relevant. Maybe this is not, about what's going on here. And I tried to explain to him and everyone else that was listening at the time that these issues are united. These issues are actually quite similar to one another, both the tactics of the occupational forces, but also the atrocities that will only continue to grow. And what I mean by that is not just the imperial boomerang, that Gaza is used as a laboratory for experiments of heinous war crimes that will then inevitably be used on the domestic front, but also that Minneapolis is a line of defense against other states, and Palestinians are actually a line of defense against colonial powers behaving in this way. So when Palestinians are fighting for their lives, fighting for their existence, they're not just fighting for themselves, but they're fighting for everybody else as well.
For everybody, exactly. Yeah. And that's what they're saying from the beginning of the. If they attack us now, they're gonna attack you later, and it's happened. They attack Syria, they attack Lebanon, they attack Yemen, they attack Qatar also.
Yeah.
Yani Qatar, who was like making the negotiation between they attack it. So Gaza and Palestine, they are like the wall who are always like keep protecting all of the area around
Fighting
it.
for humanity.
Yeah, if this wall fallen, all of the castles around it, it's gonna fall.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much
Thank you,
for
Hasan.
coming on.
Thank you.
Belal, you're incredible.
Thank you.
I'm honored to meet you, and I'm honored that you graced our presence on the broadcast.
Habibi.
All right.
You.
Thank you, Amir.
See you. ما صورت معه؟
What?
Selfie.
Oh, you want to take a selfie?
Yeah, with this setup in the back. It's so funny. Yeah, okay, bye.
All right, bye, guys.
Tomorrow.